Hello and welcome to Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. I am Sandy Sanders. I'm your host and creator of the Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy platform, where we are heard through the CTR Media Network in over 350 million viewers and over 100 countries globally. I am super excited to be with you on this afternoon. How is everybody's Sunday? We are in the children's book. I'm just going to adjust my camera here just a little bit. We are still in the children's book, kids book author tour. Oh my goodness, yesterday was phenomenal. Thank you all for tuning in. And if you missed the broadcast on yesterday or any of the other children authors, you may be looking for a book for your library, for yourself, for your children, for your nieces, your nephews, your grandchildren. I always say, listen, go back and listen to the preview broadcast. These are some phenomenal authors. And the whole goal is that we want to put their book in your hand. I always say that we are a platform that is for you. Why do I say that? Simply because you just might be looking for a good book to read. I want to say happy Father's Day to all of the fathers. I want to say happy Heavenly Father to in the heavens, my dad. And my dad is gone on, but truly we do miss him. And years go by that it seems to get a little bit easier where I'm not crying all day. I'm just keeping it real. Okay. But my sisters and my family and my brothers, yeah, we're in a space now that we can continue enjoy the day, as they say. But happy Father's Day to everyone out there and to our Lord and our Savior, Jesus Christ. Well, today is, as they say, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we're going to rejoice and be glad in it. I am Sandy Sanders. I want you to go ahead and drop some names in the chat. Give us about 5 names. Go ahead and tag about 5 people, if you will. They may be looking for a good book to read, okay? And so we want them to tune in. All of those that are watching us over on our YouTube channel, thank you so much. And those that will be listening to us, because we do upload a little bit later, Spotify channel. Thank you all for stopping by and following us on the Spotify channel. Today's guest, and just so that you know, we are being sponsored by Liberations Publishing House, where the theme is, of course, I want to have it here on the bottom on my banner here because I want to make sure that I do get it right. Liberations Publishing, and it is where they have the author in mind. Okay, so publishing designed with the author in mind. I always want to get people's slogans right, but they are authors. And again, Liberations Publishing how publishing designed with the author in mind. And we happen to have one of their illustrators that is with us. She is a children's book author as well as a as well as an author and an illustrator. So we're going to go ahead and bring her on. Okay. None other than, yes, Miss Brittany Nicole. And hello. She's been on our platform before. Thank you so much. She's part of the Liberations Publishing House family. Thank you. And welcome again to Book Talks with Sandy.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me again.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You're such a phenomenal body of work, you all. This young lady has such a humble spirit, but you need to see her work. Oh my goodness. Brittany Nicole, Brittany, you're an illustrator, you're a painter, you're an author. You have illustrated over 20 children's books. One of the books that you list, yes, is called Jesus is the Mastermind behind the candy cane design. Oh my goodness, I could just stop right there. So you're gonna have to tell us about. Let's go ahead. Let's park right there. You all go ahead and share this out. Park right there. Go ahead and say hello to us and tell us what did you the book Jesus is the mastermind behind the candy cane design. Come on, talk to me.
Oh my goodness. When I was presented with the book, I was like, what in the world am I gonna be able to draw like Jesus in the candy cane. But the most amazing thing happened when I started illustrating. Um, I felt like the Father was showing me how he wanted to look in the book because he had to help me because I had no idea. So
Uh-huh.
every picture, everything, he gave me that vision for the picture. And it
Uh-huh.
came amazing because I was like, what does Jesus have to do with the candy cane? But once you read it, you understand. So
I bet, I bet. And so you were definitely able to bring that book to life, and you did it. And what an amazing, amazing book it is. You all, we're going to share our screen. I want you all to see the beautiful work of this young lady here. There it is, Jesus. It was the illustrations, of course. Yes, she is an illustrator. And
yeah,
look how God just, her and the Lord. And I see the hands. Look at the
yeah,
hands down there. Oh my goodness. That's
yes.
such a blessing. So she's not the author, she's the illustrator, and we want to push this one out there too. That right there, that title would just make me want to go and buy it. Jesus is the
I know.
mastermind behind it. Yeah, go ahead. What were you about to say?
No, I was saying it's very interesting.
Mhm.
'Cause I
Uh-huh.
was
Uh-huh.
in
Wow,
that.
that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Well, more about who you are. Just give me just a moment. Again, you have illustrated, like you said, in over 20 books.
Yeah,
And God's just gifted you with this ability here. You have another book that's called My Classroom Bill of Rights and
yeah,
Broken Branches. These are just a few that you've mentioned. You are the official illustrator for
yeah,
Jemima Love Bible Story, second edition. Your first book was published, it's already published, and you illustrated. This is the book we're going to talk about today, which
yeah.
is Super Messy, from your series, Lennox. How do you pronounce that, Beatrix?
Lennox Beatrix Breaux.
Beatrix Breaux.
Mhm.
And she uses everyday experiences, you all, as inspiration for her books. She wants us to use the Breaux family to resolve real life issues that parents, children, and friends deal with on a daily basis. So, in a humorous storytime fashion, that she is birthing out from the world of Brittany self-help books for children. That is phenomenal. So this family, take us to the beginning before we begin to talk about the book. Take us, introduce the family to us. Tell us a little bit about who they are.
Yes. So it starts with Lennox Breaux. She is probably 10 years old, 10-year-old
Mhm.
girl. She is very spunky. She's a country girl, loves to be outside, but just doesn't like to clean her room.
Hey, most children don't. It's very few that you can find and they're a little organized. Most of them,
Right.
I was listening to she'll come to me in a minute. I was listening to one of her audiobooks, and she talks about when she was a little girl, and it's a difference between clean up and straightening up. So yeah, but go ahead.
But no, she's actually was inspired to me by my little cousin and my sister.
Uh-huh.
More little cousin, the personality that my little cousin has, and there was a weekend that we had experienced where I had to teach her how to clean a room because it was
Yeah.
really so she's based off of my sister and my little cousin.
That
Um,
is wonderful. Yeah. So you have a little sister, and you just kind of just started watching her, right?
my little cousin, because my sister, she's like 2 years under me, but
Okay.
my little cousin, she's around 11 years old, and
Okay.
I had to, I had to watch them one. one Saturday,
Okay.
and her sister, my other cousin, she was like, yeah, Cameron's room is so messy. It's super messy in there. And I was like, what? It can't be that messy. She just looked at her, oh my goodness. And she kept showing me how she was like, Brittany, I just don't know how to clean up. I just don't know how to do it. She was like,
Oh,
I always did it. I never had to do it myself. So I was like, okay, little girl, let me teach you how. And it was so it was so funny the whole time. We spent the whole day. And after we got done, she is able to like keep her room clean now. And the story just came to me. I saw Lennox. Um, I have like visions, I guess you could say.
uh-huh.
So I see the character before I get the story. So when I start seeing these characters come to me, a story develops, and that's how Lennox came to me.
Wow, I love it, and that's why I was asking you if you kind of observed them, but just it seemed like it just took off just out of this conversation, and you recognize your observation. Yeah, come on, we need to do something with this room.
Yeah.
So that's really great. How and I as your intro and your bio, it says that you're using everyday life
Yeah.
experiences to produce a series of books. Is your books, I hope I'm using the right grammar here, your books, are they geared for that child, for the children, or and a parent, obviously, because they're going to be the ones to purchase it, but
Mhm.
is it geared for young people to read?
Yeah. It's actually geared for everyone,
Mhm.
because people who have read the book, I've had I've had older women say, oh man, I didn't even know how to do that.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Must be doing something wrong. But it's something to enjoy, with the child, because as adults we have to read the book, too. And sometimes, they can be boring or entertaining.
Yeah.
So my book, it's geared for everyone, to be honest. It's geared for everyone, but mostly children, of course. But I think the adults will enjoy the book as well.
That is wonderful. That is so wonderful. Well, listen, we're going to go ahead and let you start showcasing this book. And
Okay.
you all, thank you. Tracy, I do see you. Thank you so much for coming through. And go ahead and I'm gonna step back and let you
Okay.
begin to share with us about Super Messy. At this time, I present to you children's book author and illustrator, Miss Brittany Nicole.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So, again, my name is Brittany Deanes, and this is Super Messy. I want to see if y'all can see. I have a spotlight on. See if you can see. And this is starting with Lennox Beatrix. Um, I do want to show you guys her messy room. So, when I was starting the layout of the book, her room being messy and then showing it clean, I wanted that to be like just one big picture so you could see all the things that were going on in her room. So let me get to that picture and then I want to read to you guys if everybody can see how messy her room is. And also in the book, the main characters in this book is her cousin Mia, and she is the one that comes over to help Lennox clean her room. And her mother, Chrissy, this is when she first noticed, she first sees Lennox's room, and she is about to catch a fit, okay? But everybody is from the South. Um, in the book, and I really just wanted to show, how our culture here down in the South, because that's where I'm from, and I wanted her to be like a country girl, but kind of city country girl, I guess you could say, because they kind of live in the suburbs. They don't live in the country, but she's from the country, if that makes any sense. But I do want to read. Um, out of the book here. Let me see a passage. Okay. Okay, and this is going to be when Lennox's mom, Chrissy, comes into the room for the first time and sees the room super messy. Okay. All right. The doorknob turned, and Lennox took in a deep breath. Lennox Beatrix Breaux, Mom shouted, speechless with her mouth wide open. Lennox hated to be called by her entire name. That meant business. She went into fast-talking defense mode. What could I do? I don't have any place for my things in my room, Lennox huffed. Little Lennox didn't mean to make a mess. She just did what she knew to do. She didn't know how to clean her room. She had amassed so many toys, books, clothes. Let's not talk about all of her arts and craft projects. She had even taken up slime making, which was a total disaster. If anybody know about that slime. I don't know how it gets so messy in here, Mom, she explained. I mean, I come in here, I put all of my stuff in my room, and somehow it turns into a mess. I don't understand how. So this is before it gets super, super crazy. Lennox, we go through this all the time. You never want to clean your room. You never put things back into their places. I have cleaned this room for you time after time. And time after time, it ends up like this. I really do mean it this time, Lennox. You will not go with your friends until it's clean, Mom insisted. That's so unfair, Lennox whispered under her breath. Mom turned around and spoke. I heard that, Lennox. But you know what's really unfair? That flute in Albert's fishbowl. He barely has any room to swim. Lennox was defeated. She knew she had to clean her room she had to clean her room for her and Albert's sake. My God, what if he dies from rust or something? Lennox's goldfish. Lennox's goldfish Albert seemed to speak to her from the fishbowl. His eyes grew big with worry. Help me, his eyes seemed to say. And this is the picture. And if you can tell, this is her. This is her pet Albert, which is a fish, and she had her flute in the fishbowl. So this girl is super, super messy and needs some super help, really. So, but yes. So, also in the book, not only is it a story as well, it does give you the steps to clean your room within like a story. So
So not only is it a story, but you're giving the call to action.
yes.
Oh, I love it. See, it's a book with a purpose. Okay. So before we go into that step, I'd like for we're going to share the our sponsor page information here, and then we'll come back to you here in just a moment. All right. Can you stay tuned for a commercial?
Yes.
All right. We are going to hear from Liberations Publishing has an upcoming event. We want to share their information to you. Okay. Liberations Publishing and the Book Affair Incorporated Awards Gala and Book and Business Expo. This is a nonprofit organization that is focused on celebrating and empowering independent authors and artists through education, storytelling, and networking. The event will be taking place in October. It is scheduled for October the 14th, 13th, and 14th. So look out for more information or simply go to www.liberationspublishing.com and click on to the Mississippi map, and it is a yellow map that says the Book Affair Inc. There it is there. Just simply click onto that link and you will see it. Okay. Liberations Publishing. I wanted to make sure, could you hear me share that information? I was making sure you could hear it.
Yes.
Great. Those of you, yes, that are tuning in, I want to make sure you guys are sharing this out. We're having a fabulous conversation and we're showcasing author, illustrator. Yes, Miss Brittany Deanes. I always do a long with it. Forgive me.
You're fine.
Okay. And we're talking and showcasing her book today, which is called Super Messy. And this book here is sharing about the life and series of Lennox. And we just began to talk about one of the challenges that Lennox had going on with the flute in the fishbowl. My. And I'm telling you, the illustrations are beautiful. Just, yes, they are. I love how you really got creative with that. So what made you, so there really was a flute in the fishbowl?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you began to talk to your character, and your character, she begins to show us, tell us, let's pick up from there. And your last statement to our audience is that you also give steps. Now, we don't want to give the book away because the idea, we want you guys to purchase the book. And as you can see, the website is www.theworldofbrittany.com. And so let's pick up to where your statement was. You give children, some steps of what to do to start, helping keeping their room clean.
Keeping the room clean. Okay, so the first step is what I have Lennox do in the book is you throw everything in a pile. Okay, you put everything in your room in a pile. You take your sheets off your bed. You take all the like thingamabobs and things that you have, and any type of cubbies, and you put everything in a pile on the floor. And next is you start to make 3 different piles. Okay, first pile is the keep pile. Okay, the second pile is the kind of, you need it, but it's not really necessary, but you do need it and you can keep it. So that might be like your toys. Your keep pile is like, your sheets, your daily life things, like good clothes, stuff like that. And your last pile is everything that must go. Everything that must go. So it's 3 piles. And in the book, Lennox was very surprised at that because she thought that it ended at putting everything in 1 pile on the floor. So she gets very confused. She's like, "What? We gotta put it in another pile." But that is the first 2. I guess you could say 1, 2, 3, the 4 steps. First 4 steps. I do want you to read the book to get the rest of the steps. But it goes just like that in the book. It's funny all the way through with Lennox. She's hilarious. Okay.
She sounds like she will we will be smiling and laughing all throughout it while we're reading so that we can go to the next page
Yeah.
and the next page. Ultimately, listen, get the book, and you will find out what happens with Lennox and her being super messy, and what happens to that super messy room. I like what you listen. This is something that adults could do as well. I like it. It says you say you give us the pile all things. This is the call to action.
Yes.
You make a pile, and the pile is the keep pile.
Mm-hmm.
And the first is to get everything and make this huge big mountain of stuff
Yes.
in the middle of the room.
Yes.
So parents, if you are challenged right now with your young child, mid-age, tween, in between, and being a teenager, even the teenagers, even an
Yeah.
adult, I can take this as a step to do some spring cleaning as well. So make this huge big pile is what you're telling us.
Yeah.
And then we then break it up into 3 piles.
Yes. Only 3.
And the keep, how important, and then from the keep, you're gonna have to organize that, I'm sure, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So you decide, you got to keep the sheets, because sheets for the baby,
Right.
they got to go in the laundry room. You got to clean those and go to the washing machine. And
Yeah.
so then you have the kind of things that you kind of want to keep, but not necessarily, as you say.
Right.
So
They're like secondary keep things, like
uh-huh,
a toy or something,
yeah,
or, you know, some shoes that you play outside with or something.
yeah,
It's
yeah. Listen, girl, this is something that we as an adult, I'm listening. I'm like, I need to go in my closet. I have this huge big bag of shoes I need to do.
uh,
So, oh yes, indeed, we need to do a before and an after. So those of you that, yes, buy the book for sure. I need to get the book. So those of you that would like to know more about our author today, she is on author tour. Simply go to www.theworldofbrittany.com and purchase this book. This is definitely going to be a book that you will have for a long time. I noticed that you don't do just a normal. We see a lot of paperbacks. How important it is you went the extra, and you really provide us with a spirit of excellence. This is an excellent book that you have compiled. Kind of hold it up again so that we can take a look at it. Just absolutely beautiful. And open it up a little bit for us. Oh my goodness, Brittany. And that's like about how many pages?
um double
It's
check.
pretty thick.
It's a pretty thick book.
But
It's
it's an easy read.
it's a very easy read.
Okay.
35 pages,
Okay.
and it looks big because I made like the messy room is actually 2 pages big.
Okay.
So you're
Okay.
gonna like the messy room, and then
Mhm.
the room clean, and that's like 2 pages big.
Yeah. That is great. You've been out doing some other tours face to face. Kind of share us, give us some highlights from the tours that you've been on.
Yes, so I actually did our second annual Cottrell Street Festival here in
Uh-huh.
West Point, and um, we had a festival right out here in our office, and
Mhm.
I had my booth up and sold a lot of books.
That's
but
great.
yes, but
Yeah.
they really liked seeing Lennox. And they had a lot of questions about who is this girl, and they kind of related to her.
Uh-huh.
A lot of them thought that that was them, the of Lennox,
Wow. Yeah.
and
Yeah. And let's talk about that. You did select an African American little girl,
yes,
and like you said, it's your family. And how many? Let's go. Let's talk about that, because our platform is all about purpose. And how many little girls need to see? First of all, they see you. How was that when you see little brown girls and you have your book out? She's a little brown girl.
Yeah.
What I'm curious, I can imagine. What are their faces? What are the expressions?
You cannot, oh my goodness, you cannot
See, you
describe.
about to make me. I'm even about to cry just even think about it. So go ahead.
Oh my goodness, because I know I did my first book signing at Barnes and Noble in Tupelo, Mississippi,
Uh huh.
and I had, I mean, it was all races, all different, and all of them say they, oh, that's me, I look like this, and and I was like, okay, but I did her this way, definitely on purpose, um, because I wanted to reflect my life and it was a reflection of my family.
Uh huh.
So I definitely wanted to highlight being a black girl,
Yeah.
being a black Southern girl.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't see a lot of black Southern girls.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and her family, like, I do want to show this also on the website. Um, with all of the different stories or self-help stories that I'm going to do, it's going to be
Okay.
centered around her black family, and it's going
Okay.
to be a Southern family. And also on the website you get to know more about Lennox. I have extra pictures and things like this, but I do want to share a family portrait of Lennox and her mother and her father.
Awesome. I'm gonna pull up your website as
Uh,
well.
that would
Yeah.
be even better.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love it. Look at that, y'all. Oh my goodness. You have just done stellar work. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you all, this is the beginning. This is it. And I want to
Yes.
go
You
where
characters.
Brittany is showing. Do I click on characters,
Yes,
right?
click on
There is everybody.
link.
Okay, so introduce everyone to us. We've got
So
this.
yes, that's Lennox Breaux that you're on. If
Uh-huh.
you click on her, you actually see more about her.
Oh wow. Look at you. Oh, look at this. This is Lennox.
Mhm.
Had messy room and da da da. Oh, with her hippie self. I love it. Her pajamas. And this is me with my family, she says.
Yes.
Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go back. Let me see if I
Hmm.
can click back here to the characters. Yes. Okay. So we have
The next is cousin Mia. I don't think I have anything under cousin.
okay. All right.
But
So,
go back to her father. Her father name is Amid.
uh-huh. There's a maid.
Yes,
Okay.
she have a picture with her father. They out in the park.
That's great. That is great. And I see we've got what's the fish in the fish bowl's name?
Albert. So he's a but
Look at Albert. I love it.
yes,
And we have, of course, mom.
mom, which is her name is Chrissy.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Just a beautiful, beautiful story.
Hmm.
And your books take us, and there is Chrissy doing Lennox's hair.
Yes.
And oh my goodness, this is beautiful.
Thank
So,
you.
absolutely. So, those of you that would like to begin to go through the journey of Lennox and learning more about her, yes, indeed, Dr. Tina Ramsey says, just all hearts. It is
Thank
an
you.
absolutely beautiful
Thank
book. And just, I want you to go ahead and do your introduction of your website, just what we did, and let others know. Go ahead and invite them to your website.
Yes, everyone, you can go to www.theworldofbrittany.com. You also can buy, I have t-shirts with Super Messy on them, and you also can purchase my book through the website as well. Um, and also, you can keep up with Lennox and what she's doing in real time on social media. So you can keep up with what she got going on because she's a mess now, I'm trying to tell you. She's a mess, but in a good way, you know. But she has such a big personality. Her family has a big personality, and yes. So everyone, you can visit my website, purchase a book, please, for your children. It's Father's Day. Fathers, I know you want to keep your kids' room clean. You can purchase
Yeah.
that book.
Absolutely. We want you to go and visit the website, which is www.theworldofbrittany.com. And as you pointed out, and people, we can find you. Where can the audience find you if they're looking for you on social media? What are your social
Yeah,
medias?
so it will be the World of Brittany, definitely on TikTok, Facebook, um, Instagram. So it's the world of at the World of Brittany, and you're gonna first picture that you're gonna see is
Mhm.
so.
Okay. All right. Awesome. There, we've got it there again. And we'll put this over in the chat as well. I want to, we're going to put it over in the actual feed so people can click onto it. And yeah, we're going to put it in the comments there. Here we go. Yes, indeed. Well, you are one amazing young lady. There, we've got it there. You can find it. We are live on our YouTube channel of Coffee Conversations with Sandy. So thank you, YouTube, for showing up. We are also running live on the CTR Media Network as well. CTR Media, thank you all for tuning in on today. And of course, on our Coffee Conversations page. So simply just click onto that link, go on over, and let's support this author, and go ahead and purchase this book and just enjoy the journey of finding out. You're going to find out the lessons that Lennox learns.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's learning a lot, but y'all, we can even take away, don't forget, the cleanup and the messy, and going from the messy. We could use those benefits there. So if you'll stay tuned with me, let's hear from another sponsor. And then, guys, I want to tell you about the Showtime on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. This is an event that is taking place right now. If you will go to the YouTube channel, I'm going to share it just briefly here, but I want you to hear from the person who is going to actually be the host at the round 2, which is just like it. They are contestants. They are on tour right now. The last day to vote, I want to say, is Tuesday. But let's go ahead and hear from this young lady here, y'all. Let me click onto it.
Mississippi Gulf Coast and surrounding areas. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, comedian Rita Brent. I have some amazing news. For the first time ever, Showtime at the Mississippi Gulf Coast is coming to Gulfport, Mississippi, Saturday, July 8th at 7 p.m. at Centennial Plaza. This Friday, June 16th, 6 contestants will compete in this first virtual round, and only 3 will go ahead and move to the final round and compete live for the $1,000 prize, July 8th, 7 p.m. in Gulfport at Centennial Plaza. All right, so be sure to check out that virtual round, myjourneymydestiny.com. It's coming. Showtime at the Mississippi Gulf Coast in Gulfport is coming your way July 8th, but the virtual competition is Friday, June 16th. So be sure to check that out. Myjourneymydestiny.com.
And we had an amazing time. I'm going to give you a snippet. Come on, hang out with me a little bit, Miss Brittany, if you can. I want you all to hear a snippet of the Friday night virtual. It was phenomenal. We had such an amazing time. And so I am going to go ahead and start my screen here. I want you all to
still. As she made her way to Jesus, she stumbles through the tears that made her blind. She felt such pain, some spoken anger, heard folks whisper, there's no place here for her kind.
So that's one, y'all. Then we
Koji
have
as the praise jurisdictional choir and Mississippi Southern Regional Choir. She sung for and with many great artists down through the years.
We're asking the supporters to share that link on social media. Just share the link. You're not gonna be able to share what we got going on, but
I feel our hope is gone. I just lift my head up to the sky and say, help me to be strong.
So yes, that's what's happening, right? Listen, I want you and your mom, I want you guys to come down in July if you can. It is going to be phenomenal. Yes, indeed. So they are in all of the contestants. There's a total of 6 of them, starting with I believe I thought she was 4, but she's 7. She's a 7-year-old little psalmist, and she's so fantastic. And then there is also a magician. We have a comedian, and the others are gospel singers. And so we have just truly enjoyed them. So I want you to go to the Facebook page. It's LGM Productions is the one who is producing this. I'm going to put it in the chat. I want you all to go to, this is the Facebook page, but go to the Facebook page. You'll be able to see the contestant. And again, that is there on the Facebook, LG. It's in the comments. So all you have to do is just click on to it, and you'll be able to see the contestants that have been competing. They're competing, and you can vote. Okay, y'all know that it is a fundraiser. We're raising scholarship. These are the benefit and the production is an organization that is raising monies for an annual scholarship fund for high school graduates going off to college. So this is one of the fundraising pieces. And Rita, who you just heard and saw, this is her here. And she will be in Mississippi. She is own Mississippian, but she is also global. She is a speech writer for individuals that you didn't even know this about this young lady, but she is a speech writer for people who win awards on the Oscars, on the BET, on the People Choice Awards, the Golden Globe Awards was one I saw that she's a speech writer for those people that get up and receive their speeches. Yeah, she is one of those writers. She's in that caliber, but she's from right here in the state of Mississippi. She will be the guest host on that night, comedian Rita Brandt. And the event is those that win, the top 3 winners, will be showcasing for the final round and the grand prize. But I want you to come on out. It's only $25 general admission. It is open to the public. VIP $50. Of course, that ups it where you get to have some opportune time with the guest host, as well as some other benefits that we have, swag bags and the whole night. So Saturday, July the 8th, come on to Gulfport, Mississippi, where we are going to have a wonderful weekend. We're going to be just showering these young ladies going off to college, a whole weekend centered around them. And of course, we have the event on that Saturday night. It is a sneaker ball that is connected with all of this. So come with your sneakers, come all glammed up. For more information, just simply go to, I'll put that information up for you as well. I believe I already have it in the chat. I'm going to stop sharing. Let me get that so you can know where to go to, where is it at? Okay, I will have that up in just a little while. But just like I said, either you can go to Facebook, LGM, and just look up for LGM Productions. L is the letter LGM Productions. And there it is right there. Facebook, you can click on to that there. Well, I'm super excited. Thank you so much for coming, Brittany, and thank you for showcasing your book. I'm looking forward to also seeing you in October. And you all, she's right, her family, they are amazing authors, and her mother is phenomenal. They are a sponsor of our platform, and I'm so grateful for our relationship. It is always my custom that I allow our guests to have final words. So at this time, Brittany, if there's anything else left on your heart to say, I'm going to step away and give you a few minutes to go ahead and shoot that appeal to the audience. Okay.
Yes, everybody, I have enjoyed myself. And also, guys, thank you for listening to me and letting me tell you about my book. I'm so honored. Also, please visit my website. I have a lot of goodies on the website that's coming to the website as well, like coloring pages. I'm going to be able to have like laundry baskets with Lennox and all kind of cute things. So please visit my website, and that's going to keep you the most up to date with what I'm doing, and also my books. So, but thank you guys so much. It has been a pleasure. Thank you, Sandy, so much.
My pleasure. I am just super excited. We're going to go ahead and pick up our book. And because you all, guess what? As I told you, you got to watch all of the broadcasts, and we will be choosing and selecting a winner that possibly will be winning this book. Okay. We want you to buy it, but we also want to put it in the hands. This is phenomenal. Brittany, thank you so much. I want you to come back when you have a chance and have some downtime, and let us know what's going to be happening new in Lennox. Okay. I know she's working on something. So I'd like for you to come back and let us know about the next journey of Lennox and her family. Okay. Well, you all listen, I want to thank you for tuning in. We will actually be back at 7 p.m. tonight. I do have another author, which is Tanya Ratliff. She's an apostle. She has a book on bullying and how to let children know that fear bullies no more. Her book is called Overcomer to the Rescue. Overcomer to the Rescue. So you do not want to miss out on her book. I'm going to see if I can find her image of her book. And there she is right there. So listen, yes. That music, when I put it to it, is kind of loud, y'all. So forgive me. I want you to hear the music, but I want you to know Dr. Tanya, she's going to be with us at 7 o'clock tonight and sharing about Overcomer to the Rescue. I cannot wait to hear about this book as well. So we've had some amazing authors. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, for being on the tour. Brittany, I'm telling you, you brought it on. I love the spirit of excellence that you have. So listen, thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Share it out. If you're listening to the replay, go ahead and share some names in there. And let's see what we can do to go ahead, get this young lady's book. Go to her website, follow her character. And listen, you can also do some of the call to actions as well. I am Sandy Sanders, the host and creator of the Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy platform, where we are here to be a part of, we're here part of the CTR Media Network, and where we're reaching over 300 million viewers worldwide in 100 countries globally. And as always, you guys know that I love you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for, please support these authors. Please support the authors. That's the whole goal. We want to put this book in your hand. That's why I say that it is for authors. Why? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read. All right, you all stay tuned, and I'll see you back at 7 o'clock tonight with our next author that is on the Children's Book Author Tour.